Hey friends, welcome back to another What's for Breakfast video. I try to share these about once a month, but lately it just has not been as often because I just haven't been wanting to try a bunch of new stuff for breakfast. Been sleeping in and just eating very easy things for breakfast, but I do like to make some different things every once in a while. So today I have 3 very different breakfast recipes to share with y'all. First up, I have these banana oatmeal breakfast cookies. These I made in the air fryer. I actually found this recipe on Instagram, and it was just to make like one individual cookie. So I will have that link down below for y'all if you're interested in that. And I ended up like 4 timesing this recipe so I could make 4 cookies. So I did 2 cups of oats, 2 mashed bananas, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 4 tablespoons of slightly melted peanut butter, 4 tablespoons of milk, some cinnamon, and some chocolate chips. And I just mixed that all together really well. And then I'm going to get this on my air fryer basket. I lined it with some foil and I just like kind of scooped it out and made it into a little bit of a cookie shape, which is really pretty easy because the mixture is pretty thick. And then you just pop this in the air fryer on 360 for about 10 minutes. You can also do it in the oven. It just takes about 15 minutes. But again, exact recipe will be linked down below for y'all. Something that the original recipe had that I left out was some protein powder. I just do not like protein powder. I've never tried one that I liked. I can always taste it and it's just not for me. So, and since it didn't have a lot of protein, to make this a more filling breakfast, I served some Greek yogurt on the side. And I really do like this like fall flavored Greek yogurts from Aldi. The maple one isn't our favorite, but we love the apple cinnamon and we love the pumpkin one. And then these breakfast cookies were delicious. The kids already asked me to make them again, and they were really easy to put together, so I definitely see myself making them again in the future. Next up, I have a blueberry banana chia seed smoothie with coconut water. So I'd never tried coconut water, but I saw it at Aldi and I decided to give it a try because I see people use it in their smoothies all the time. So in my blender, I am just adding 1 cup of coconut water, 1 frozen banana, 1.5 cups about, I didn't really measure it, of some frozen blueberries, half a tablespoon of chia seeds, and 1 tablespoon of honey. And then I'm just gonna blend that up together really well. I really like this smoothie. I wasn't sure if the kids were going to like it or not, so initially I just made it for myself. Then I let them taste it, and they both really liked it, so I ended up making some for them as well. And since I don't do protein powder, as I mentioned before, my smoothies aren't usually very filling, so usually I like to go with it. If I don't put Greek yogurt in it, then we'll do like some peanut butter toast or something with our smoothies for breakfast in the morning. Next up, I have this Rotel sausage cheese grits casserole. This recipe originally comes from plain chicken, but I adapted it some because I left out the cream cheese that it called for. I just wasn't feeling it. My family isn't a super big fan of cream cheese in recipes like this, so I just left it out completely and added in more like cheddar cheese. That's what I did, but The recipe that I adapted will be linked down below for y'all if you are interested in that. But to start off with this recipe, I am just browning up 1 pound of sausage. While my sausage was cooking, I brought 6 cups of chicken broth to a boil to cook my grits. I actually just did 6 cups of water and 6 teaspoons of the Knorr chicken bouillon. When my sausage was done, I drained the grease and just left the sausage to the side while I worked on my grits. So once my water started boiling, I added in my 2 cups of quick cook grits, not instant grits, the quick cook ones. And I reduced the heat to like a medium low, and I cooked those, stirring often for about 5 to 7 minutes until they were thickened. Once my grits had thickened, I turned off the heat and I added in half a cup of butter, and I just stirred that in until it started to melt. I also added in some onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of salt, not very much because I did use the Knorr chicken bouillon, and then I also added in some pepper. And then I stirred in some cheese. I did 1 entire 8-ounce block of cheddar cheese that I shredded up. The recipe had cream cheese, as I mentioned before. Use whatever cheese you want. It turns out delicious with cheddar cheese, but you could definitely do the cream cheese if that's what your family wants. And then I also added in 2 cans of Rotel diced tomatoes, the diced tomatoes and green chilies, half a cup of milk, and 4 large eggs that I had already like scrambled together. And I just got that all stirred in and combined really well. And then I stirred in my sausage. And then I'm going to transfer this to a baking dish, and it went in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. We are big fans of grits here, and we all love this recipe. We just had it with some fruit on the side. The only thing that I might change about it in the future is do 1 can of Rotel instead of 2. Elijah doesn't really like tomatoes very much, so he ate it, but he like kind of picked around the tomatoes, and there was a lot of tomatoes in it. So it would just be easier for him to pick them out if there wasn't as much. But that's really only to please one person. But overall, it was delicious. I thought I'd throw this in here as a little bonus. This is the uncured bacon, pepper, and onion breakfast pizza from Aldi. We love the sausage one so much. I was very iffy on whether or not my family would actually like this one because it has the pepper and onion on there. And it does have a lot of pepper and onion on there. And they ate it, but the kids were like, please do not buy this again. And I kind of agree. It has a very strong like oniony taste and like peppery taste, so they were just not fans. But if you like the sausage one is our favorite breakfast pizza from Aldi. We love that one. But that is going to be it for this What's for Breakfast. Let me know in the comments down below if you plan on trying any of these recipes. And if you have any recipes that you think my family would like or you'd like to see me try for a What's for Breakfast, you can leave them in the comments down below, or you can even email them to me. My email address is in the description box. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!